What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're back with some more Pirate Rumble action, and today we're going to be having a look at the Straw Hat Pirates. Now, this is the team that we're going ahead and bringing today. Obviously, Straw Hat Pirates being a Psy character, they fit very, very well on the Psy-based team. I do think currently the Psy team is probably the best team in Pirate Rumble right now. It's a very incredible team. However, I have done a little bit of testing prior to the recording of this video with Straw Hat Pirates on it, and honestly, I don't really know how I feel about them. I mean, I do think that they're good, but I don't think that they're the best choice for the Psy team. I found that this team right here with Jhordyn 666 to be a little bit more reliable because Jhordyn provide really good defensive effects for your Psy team. Whereas the Straw Hat Pirates, which we'll have a look at right here, right now, their passive will give your entire team level 5 attack, level 5 health, and then for the first 30 seconds gives your Psy characters level 2 defense. So for the first, 30 seconds, yeah, level 2 defense is fine, but it's not the most amazing thing ever. And the thing is with the Psy team, if you're using 6+ Yamato, that's going to be your dedicated attack boosting unit. You probably don't need much else aside from them on your team to, give you a bit of that attack boost. But let's go have a look at their special ability, 31 CT. Enemies in a large range dealt 1.7 times his attacker's damage. Also gives your team 1000 HP per interval auto healing for 15 seconds, which is a pretty awesome mechanic actually, and then targets 2 enemies for a 50% chance of action binding them. If you get that to activate, yeah, that's going to be awesome, and you're probably going to win that match if that activates, but it's a 50% chance. So it's only going to happen, in 2 out of, every 4 times you launch the special. So it's not the best special ever, but it's interesting to say the least. They do at least give you a little bit of healing at every interval for themselves, and they also evade special bind. So it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of play out today. Very interested to use them today as well. We do have Shanks on the bench as well, but we don't really have much else for cost in terms of fitting additional units here. But very excited to jump into the video today. Let's go ahead and jump into some matches. Alright, let's go ahead and run it. We're going to be going up against a semi-optimal quick defense team here. We've got a Kainu, Kaido, Magellan. Actually, wait, no, I completely misread that. There is no Magellan on this team. Forget what I said, but there is Final Tap Luffy, and there is the Shiryu. There is no Magellan, which is a little bit odd, but obviously there is King. King is a very, very annoying unit. He does a lot of damage, and on that bench they do have the Whitebeard, and for some reason Kamazo is there. So it's an interesting team nonetheless. It is a good team. It's going to do a lot of damage. So let's see how we perform today with the Straw Hat Pirates on the Psy team. Very interested to see how this actually will play out here. So you see that straight off the bat, you'll have a look at the amount of stats that we have on our team. It's actually pretty impressive. Like, look at that, actually pretty good looking stats across the board there. So, and of course our attack value is going to go ahead and increase as the battle progresses due to Yamato, of course. Now ideally we want to get specials like the Rebecca and Toy Soldier to launch first, because that will give us that defense reduction, which is really good, and also because the enemy does have Shiryu, that will give additional defense down towards that character, which is pretty good. But let's see, what are the enemy looking like? Actually, I think they're going to be able to launch their Kaido special, so that's going to hurt. And obviously, yeah, there we go. And then obviously the hasting on the Kaido, putting him to the top of the order. We took a lot of damage there. A little bit of paralysis on the Rebecca, but they will be able to launch now, which is good. And the Straw Hat Pirates also will be able to launch, so we get to see what they're actually able to do. So here we go. A little bit of damage, and the auto healing for the next 15 seconds. That should actually help us out a lot here. Bit of damage there from Law, reducing that paralysis there, and now launching once again, and there we go, boom, already KOing a bunch of enemies there, KOing 3 characters. King's gonna do a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but then there's the damage over time, which is kind of annoying actually. Interesting that, they even gave damage over time to that character in the first place. Finally, Yamato gets able to launch there, and probably targeted the wrong characters. I mean, Luffy getting killed is fine, but I mean, at this point, it probably doesn't even matter. There you go. I mean, the Psy team is the best team in the game for a reason, and I feel like the Straw Hat Pirates in that instance were kind of interesting. They did a bit of damage, actually. It was around like 3 to 4k for the amount of damage that they were doing, and that additional interval 1000 auto healing, especially if a character has a lot of speed, that's going to work very well for that type of character. So I'm very interested to see how this one plays out against an int defense team, Katakuri super type character on the enemy side of the field, which does debuff our side characters. Have to be very cautious of that. And of course with Yamato and Moria on the enemy side of the field also being a little bit of a problem due to the fact that those characters will have the halve stats effect if they do launch their special. So this is actually a pretty annoying team. Versus Whitebeard is a very defensive unit, is able to launch his special very quickly. And then you've got Marco, who can provide some CT increase. He does provide healing if he himself is below 50%. These characters are all really good. This is actually a pretty solid team, honestly. I'm just hoping that we're able to get the job done. And it is going to be nice if we're able to get our Yamato to launch before theirs. Being able to instantly do so much damage against them is going to be a huge benefit to us. So hopefully we are able to get that to activate. So let's see how things go here. The Straw Hat Pirates just miss out on launching their special ability. It looks like our Yamato will be able to launch first. We do have more speed than them, so Yamato will be able to launch. Let's see what happens here. Who are you targeting? Boom. Alright, see you later Katakuri, see you later Marco. They are not getting any more healing. That is fine. Honestly, at this point, I don't really see how we could lose. We have a lot of attack power right now. Law's going to do a bit of damage. Yamato's down. Yeah, okay, GG. Alright, and we got the Straw Hat Pirates. What are they going to do? And there's the, oh, did they actually get the action bind? Oh, they just missed out on the action bind. Alright, so GG. Boom. Alright, easy. Easy. No problems whatsoever. You know, halving damage, it doesn't matter. If we got more speed, we're going to launch our specials before you. Absolutely no problem. So Whitebeard is always going to be that last character to go down. Very defensive unit. When he is below 50%, I believe, he does give himself increased defense. And every time he launches his special, he also does increased defense. And Yamato's launching again. Finishing off with about a 10k hit against him. A very defensive unit, that Whitebeard. But no issues again. Just taking on the int team without any issues at all. Just absolutely mollywhopping them. So pretty awesome that we're getting that done, but let's go ahead and see if we can find another interesting team that potentially this side team may, you know, might be a little bit more of a challenge. Let's see what we can find. Let me tell you guys, the Slasher team is still one to be feared. If they are able to launch all of their specials in the correct order, they can definitely cause a lot of issues for many teams out there. Obviously, the main issue with the Slasher team is that their defenses are pretty much non-existent. You know, Doflamingo is about the extent of their defensive buffs. But we do see here that the enemy does have Trafalgar Law, which is going to debuff our driven characters, namely that NL, which is going to be one of our bigger damage dealers, considering he's able to launch his special so fast. But we have to deal with a lot of enemies here. Plus, you know, we've got pretty average defenses still. I mean, like, they're still going to do a lot of damage to us here. And the main thing we have to worry out for is if Roger launches and then Odin launches, which is probably going to happen considering Trafalgar Law increases the CT speed of the side characters. So we have to be very, very careful. Already getting that defense down, which is really good with Rebecca. That's really nice to see. There's the Roger coming through. We want to get Odin out of here. If Odin does damage, that is going to hurt considerably. So we get a bit of damage there from the NL. Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates is going to launch. Let's see. Doing lots of damage to Odin and actually does get the KO, obviously resisting the action bind. But we actually did get Dofi with the action bind. That's incredible. That's really good. And we get Yamato coming through, and that's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, 20k! 20k, bro! That is insane! Alright, it's over. GG. Well, look. You know, we got the job done there, but obviously sometimes, you never know. Sometimes it cannot go your way, and you're going to get absolutely destroyed. It's happened to me before, where you think you got an easy Slasher team, you know, you're typically going to go through it no problems, and, you know, it can roll you. You got to be very, very careful. You know, nothing you can do about it, but hey, sometimes it does happen. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. So I don't think it's anyone's surprise that this team worked as well as it did. You know, the side team is one of the better teams that we've seen in Pirate Rumble over the past, you know, year or so, right? This team is incredible. But the real question is the Straw Hat Pirates a really optimal unit for this team? Now, as we've seen in this video, it worked out completely fine, but that was probably due to the fact that, you know, Rebecca, NL, Law, Yamato, that core of 4 units is incredibly strong. And then replacing that last unit with basically whatever you want, whether that be Germa 66, whether that be, you know, Shanks versus Shanks, whether that be the Mugiwara 56 Sanji, or whether that be this character right here, the Straw Hat Pirates character. I think all of them are good options. I mean, Goldie Roger, still one of the best Pirate Rumble units in the game, is also a really nice fit for this side team. Really just depends on what you guys are really wanting to do. But if you do have this unit and you have the other core of these units, yeah, it's going to work pretty well still. I'm a really big fan of this team. This team is a bunch of fun, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video today utilizing the Straw Hat Pirates in Pirate Rumble. If you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you guys want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.